the primary alkyl. So initially these things will use. So stability of carbocation also in that way, in that manner. Okay. So the carbocation stability matters in SN1 and E1. Okay. SN1 resembling with E1. So in both reaction in SN1 and E1, there is a formation of carbocation as a first step. Okay. So this is carbocation stability. Now here carbocation is, you can see right here, this is sp2 hybridized. Carbocation is planar. I will write here, that one is planar. Okay, carbocation is planar, sp2 hybridized, and carbocation is highly acidic. Okay, it's very acidic, as this possess positive charge, is one of the most acidic intermediate, having pK maybe 33 minus 3.7. Okay, it is highly acidic. So what I wanted to tell here, carbocation. So carbocation plays very biggest role in your SN1 mechanism. Carbocation planar. Okay, so the carbocation, I will what is the if you will check out this lobes of carbocation, that one is having planar geometry, positive charge. So if you can consider here, carbon is here, this one carbon lobes you can consider. So this is planar. Okay, this carbocation, these lobes, they are planar, and sp2 hybridized geometry. So this is planar, and as this is planar, as this is planar, succumbing nucleophile can attack by this side also, by this side also. Okay, so as this is planar, there is no any restriction for nucleophile by which way it will come. Okay, it can come from front side, nucleophile can come from front side, nucleophile can attack from back side also. Okay, so by all way, by 360 degree centigrade angle, nucleophile can attack on the carbocation. So this is the very plus point of carbocation, that it is highly acidic, that is it acidity is minus 3.7. pk is minus 3.7. Okay, so pK is minus 3.7. So this is highly acidic. Stability tertiary more, I have provided already the material on carbocation stability. Tertiary is more stable than secondary than primary. Here you need the knowledge of all carbocations stability, what type of carbocations they are more stable, which are the least stable, which are in the middle, that is average stable. So that things you should know very well. And here, as carbocations attack from front side, back side, it's very obvious, as this is minus 3.7 acidity. You can see why we took the nucleophile weak nucleophile. Okay, why we took weak nucleophile, because water, methanol, they have pK value very less. Okay, these pK value, that means they are more, it's neutral. Okay, water is almost neutral. pK value almost 15 to 17. Okay, water pK value in range of 15 to 17. Methanol is also in that range, ethanol is also in that range. And you, if you will compare pK value of weak nucleophile and pK value of carbocation. So here you can say these nucleophiles which has pK value 15 to 70, they are almost, they are compared to this one, they are basic. Okay, these compare 15 to 17 compared to minus 3.1, they are basic. And as this is more acidic, these basic nucleophiles, they can attack suddenly on this carbocation. Okay, suddenly there is quick reaction, acid base reaction. Okay, this acts as a base, this nucleophiles acts as a base, and this carbocation acts as a strong acid. Okay, so this is sudden reaction in between acidic carbocation and basic weak nucleophile. Okay, that's why we need for SN1 reaction weak nucleophile. If you will take here the strong nucleophile like sodium cyanide and all these things, you don't need even here strong nucleophile. Okay, if you will take here strong nucleophile, it will, I think there is no formation of carbocation, that's no formation of carbon, that means it's not possible to take here strong nucleophile. Only weak nucleophile is sufficient to react with this positively charged carbocation, as they are highly acidic. They can react, they suddenly react with this weak nucleophile, and that's why here we need weak nucleophile. A strong nucleophile we don't need here, and this is also highly acidic. This is too basic. It's not very good reaction conditions to react with the SN1 reaction. So keep attention on the carbocation formation. The same theory is applicable for E1 reaction. In E1 reaction also there is a formation of carbocation, and also that one is also acidic, stably acidic, and having pK value minus 3.7, almost minus 3.7, or acidic we can say. It's having planar geometry. sp2 hybridization, please check out whether the sp2, sp1 or sp3 hybridization, please check out that one. So in that way, this is the theory behind the SN1 reaction. Okay, so carbocation very important. Now next, SN2 reaction. In SN2 reaction, as you know, it's one step process. SN2 reaction is one step process, and that is concerted reaction, SN2. So there is no chances of carbocation formation. So okay, that one is concerted mechanism. Okay, so form it occurs in bond making, and bond breaking occurs in one and the single step. So for this thing, we don't need to bother about the carbocation and stability and all these things. So here, apart from that one, we need, as nucleophile is attacking from the back side, and leaving group leaves from the, okay, as once it attacks from the back side. So here we have to think about the steric hindrance of the starting material. Okay, steric hindrance of the starting material. As we have written here, what are the starting materials should be there for the SN2 reaction? We have written here primary alkyl halide will work most very well, then secondary alkyl halide and tertiary. The same approach is here. Primary alkyl halide acts very well. I will write ethyl chloride. Then secondary alkyl halide will react faster, and lastly tertiary alkyl halide reacts slow rate, or it won't react at all. Okay, not good option. It's not good option. Tertiary alkyl halide not good option. So steric hindrance we have to take into consideration for the SN2 reaction to attack, because this nucleophile will come and this nucleophile will attack from the back side. It will eliminate by this way. This nucleophile will attack from back side. It will eliminate like that. Okay, so steric hindrance, backside attack, it will eliminate from the, okay. Now here nucleophile here is, as here is steric hindrance, it will, there is no space to attack. Okay, so it's that's why we cannot consider this tertiary alkyl halide. There is no space, it cannot, it's too much steric crowd here, so it will not attack. It's forbidden to attack here, and that's why tertiary alkyl halide, no, it won't undergo SN2 reaction very easily with tertiary alkyl halides. Okay, so the steric hindrance we have to consider. Now we will go for E1 reaction. As we know, big barrier is carbocation stability. So we have to pay attention on the formation of carbocation and its stability. Hmm. So as I have explained, tertiary carbocation is more stable than the secondary carbocation and then primary carbocation. So this sequence is same as like SN1 reaction. Okay, and now for the SNE2 reaction, as like E2 reaction, there is no any, we don't have to worry about whether there is presence of tertiary alkyl halide, secondary and primary alkyl halide. It doesn't matter. Steric hindrance also, it doesn't matter. All types of halides, they can work very well with the E2 reaction. So here no need to worry about anything. All starting materials will react via E2 reaction. Only we have to pay attention on the base, what type of base they have used. Okay, E2 reaction. Okay, four criteria we have finished: starting material, nucleophile, solvent, and big barriers. What are the big barriers? Stability and all these things. Now next is, okay, now nucleophile attack on the this thing. Now chlorine is removing, or nucleophile, whatever living group is living. Now next one is criteria is what type of living groups should be there. Okay, living group. So living group should be what type of living groups? So for SN1 reaction, living group should be good. For SN2 reaction also, living group should be good. Good living groups like like Cl minus, Br minus, OTS, tosylate group. Here also same Cl minus, Br minus, OTS, the same one. Okay, living group should be good. Okay, now in here also you can say living groups should be good. So everywhere you can say living groups. If living group is good, the reaction will reacts faster. Okay, so living group should be good. I have provided what type of living groups are there, and you have to pay attention. You have to study that is in good manner, so you can identify. Okay, this reaction will undergo reaction or no elimination, nuclear substitution, like that. So what is okay? Living groups leaves. Now what will be the next? New living group leaves and everything happen. Now, what other criteria can happen in these reactions? Now, once we got carbocation, maybe there are formation of there may be rearrangement once you are getting carbocation as an intermediate. So here I have written one more criteria we have to consider. That is rearrangement reaction happens. Rearrangement happens in the middle of the reaction. Okay, not after formation of product, but in the middle of the reaction at the intermediate stage, at when carbon atom, when carbocation is forming, maybe there are some rearrangements. So maybe once you are getting carbocation, there may be rearrangements. Okay, so in carbocation, to achieve more stability, okay, there may be hydride shift or alkyl shift. Hydride shift or alkyl shift. Okay, so why? For example, maybe we get secondary carbocation. Okay, secondary carbocation. So if we have to check out the possibility whether secondary carbocation is transferring to tertiary or no. Okay, so secondary to tertiary, primary carbocation to secondary carbocation, then secondary to tertiary carbocation, like that we have to check out the possibility by transfer of hydride. I said hydride, not hydrogen. Okay, hydride